Hey movie friends, hop along Quesadich. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? Welcome back to Movie Planet. Thanks for stopping by. Hey listen, I've always been a DC fan. Always have, always will be. Warner Brothers has released the latest trailer for the new Superman movie coming out in June. I have my thoughts about the trailer, James Gunn, and Warner Brothers as a company. Let me use a sports analogy, if I may, to describe my feelings about the current state of DC in film. Let's say you got your favorite team, right? Football, baseball, whatever the case. If you have a favorite team that you love, you know what I'm about to describe. You know the feeling when your team gets new ownership or a new GM or a new head coach and you know it's going to be bad for your team? Well, that's exactly the feeling I get with David Zaslav and James Gunn. David Zaslav is that owner that has no clue or doesn't give a crap about your team's history or what the fan base wants. He's the owner who hires the worst GM possible. That GM fires a good head coach and inserts himself as all-powerful decision maker. In fact, the GM is also the head coach. That head coach makes the team all about himself. So in this scenario, the situation gets so bad with your team that the fan base boycotts games and clamors for ownership to sell the team to somebody that truly cares about your team. That analogy is how best I can describe the situation at Warner Brothers and DC. That's exactly what's happening. You know, I didn't want the DCEU to go away. I wanted to keep seeing Ben Affleck as Batman, Henry Cavill as Superman, Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, Jason Momoa, Aquaman. In any case, when James Gunn came on board, I gave him a chance. I gave him a chance to wow me with the Suicide Squad. I went to the movies. I paid my ticket. I went and took my family to see the Suicide Squad. That movie failed. It failed. It was terrible. I gave James Gunn another chance to wow me with Peacemaker, the show. It was terrible. He failed. I even took a look at his supposed masterpiece of a superhero film, Guardians of the Galaxy. And I mean, I don't get it. It was joke after stupid joke. Moron superheroes supported by moron characters. So yeah, again, fail. This is what you get with James Gunn. With James Gunn, you already know what you're getting. Nothing is serious. Nothing is compelling. Nothing is epic. It's all crass, zany, lowbrow, weak attempts at witty comedy with no intelligence behind it. This is a supposed Superman movie, but it doesn't look like one. It's going to be another stupid, goofy ensemble of his, because that's all he knows how to do. That's all he knows how to make. Listen, James Gunn is never going to do something serious. In fact, he said it himself. Just to paraphrase, superheroes are the stupidest thing ever. He said something to that effect. How are you going to have faith in a director that says stuff like that? How are you going to have the CEO of DC, a person that bashes all the other DC movies that were made that aren't his? You know, he bashed Tim Burton's Batman. Okay, so this video is about the trailer, okay? I'll be totally fair, but blunt where I need to be. I'll give you the pros and cons. Let's do cons first and then pros. Now to the cons. Oh my God, where do I start? The kaiju. You know, Superman should fight kaijus. Why not? He fights them in the comics. That's fine. But the kaiju looks kind of stupid. He's got like big googly eyes or something. It's gonna be goofy. The next con, once again, he's making this an overstuffed ensemble movie, okay? I don't mind Mr. Terrific. I love Hawkgirl, the Green Lantern Corps. We're gonna see these guys, but why? It's overstuffed. It's because James Gunn doesn't know how to make a movie that's not an ensemble, especially if it's a comic book movie. He's gotta have like 200 goddamn characters in there. The next con, Superman looks weak as hell. Let's be honest. He screams, he screams like a whiny little, when the part when Crypto is jumping on him, he's like screaming. Come on, that's not Superman. The Superman doesn't do that. That's not what we want to see. This is the most powerful superhero in all of comics, okay? He doesn't scream like a little girl. His voice doesn't go up 3 octaves when he's arguing. He shouldn't be all worked up if he's debating somebody, even Lois Lane. He doesn't lose his cool like that. Another thing that makes Superman look so weak, this part has been talked about so much, and so many people, I'm not gonna call them nerds or whatever, but I'm talking about the part where the robots are healing him, and they kind of amplify the power of the sun with some giant magnifying lenses, and he's screaming. It hurts so much. The sun doesn't make Superman feel pain. The sun is his source of power, and when he is sunning himself, Superman enters a sort of state of euphoria. You see it in his face. You saw it in the previous Superman movies. You saw it in Man of Steel. When the sun is shining on him, he's not feeling any pain. He's feeling powerful. He's feeling euphoria, like I said. Even if his bones were starting to heal, trying to mend, it's gonna feel good. That's a director's decision. You can just imagine James Gunn's telling David Cornswell, okay, no, scream louder. Can you scream more like a girl? Jesus Christ. So Superman's very weak, and he's also getting the crap beat out of him in this trailer. Not a good start, really isn't. Another con, the suit still sucks. It still sucks. The worst Superman suit of all time in the movies. Sorry. It's terrible. Terrible. I think you've heard enough about this suit. I'm gonna just say it still sucks. It's terrible. Pro number 1, Lex Luthor looks decent. The actor's good. Nicholas Hoult is going to play Lex Luthor. I liked him in Nosferatu. He gave a very good performance. I have nothing against the actor playing Lex Luthor, but it remains to be seen. Pro number 2, I like Krypto. I love animals. I'm an animal lover. I love dogs. I love cats. I don't mind Krypto being in a Superman movie, but he's got to be done right. He can't be wearing a cape. Again, that only works in the comic books. It's not going to work in a Superman live action movie. In the previous trailer, we saw Superman beat up and he's lying in the snow and Krypto comes running for him. I liked it when you saw the wake of snow that Krypto was leaving behind him running. I thought that was cool. But, again, when Krypto starts jumping on Superman and he's hurting him, and that is not, that's not necessary. Anyway, I don't see Krypto as a negative, but we shall see in the movie if James Gunn doesn't do extremely goofy things with Superman's dog. Pro number 2, I like the robots. I like their design. It's kind of like a retro design, but again, kind of the same thing with Krypto. Do they really need a Superman cape? I don't think so. If we look back at Man of Steel, Henry Cavill's Superman did have robots also. They were styled differently. They were like more highly evolved type of robots, artificial intelligence. So it's okay to have robots in the Fortress of Solitude. Just, they can't say stupid things. Anyway, moving on. The next pro, Lois Lane. She looks promising. I don't know anything about Rachel Brosnahan. I don't know her work, but I mean, she looks decent. She's pretty, and she's, I think, not a bad pick. But we shall see. Again, the next pro, Metamorpho, looks kind of cool. I mean, he looks interesting. It looks like actual Metamorpho in the comics, but I don't know why he's there. Let's see what's going to happen. That's about all I can think of as far as pros. Okay. But I'm just trying to show you, I am not just totally automatically completely dumping on the film. I don't have hope for the film. I really don't. James Gunn doesn't give me any hope. I know what we're gonna get, and it's evident in this trailer, in all the trailers. So overall, this trailer and the marketing and the director is failing to capture my imagination. Okay? So to sum up, one more thing. The Fortress of Solitude should be majestic, grand structure, not just a bunch of randomly formed crystals that look like James Gunn's hairdo, his white stand-up hair. It looks like it. There's a lot of James Gunn in this movie. Let's go back to the superfluous superheroes that shouldn't be in this movie. What I hear is that their suits are made from some type of corporation or whatever, and it says JG. There's an insignia emblazoned on their uniform, JG, which supposedly is going to stand for the Justice Gang. Are you serious? James Gunn, Justice Gang, and JG. Whose initials are JG? That's right, James Gunn. Again. This is a narcissistic move. Do they really need that on their costumes? Anyway, guys, that's what I think about this latest Superman trailer. I don't want to revisit this subject again of the trailers, even if a new one comes out, because I'm done with talking about this movie that I have no faith in. And I'm not trying to make this channel negative, but I am going to talk about the things I care about, like DC and superheroes that I love, like Superman. But I'm going to be honest about it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Let me know if you guys have the same feelings I do. If you don't, that's fine. You do you. Sorry, I wish I could have given you a more sort of a happier analysis of this trailer. Okay, so thanks for coming back to Movie Planet, and I'll see you soon.